Welcome back, folks. In this video lecture, again, we'll continue talking about the chapter number 3 and take some problems. So let's look into this problem. For a system, let me just quickly say, yes, this lecture is being recorded. So system is shown and determine the moment about point A and point B. So about this point and this point, we wanted to find the moment. I can clearly see this is an example for the couple. There is a force acting in this direction and there is a force acting in this direction, separated by a distance of 2 meter. So, and there is no other force acting. So we will find the moment about point A. Ma will be equal to, this is trying to rotate it in the clockwise direction, so this will be 8 times 2, which is equal to 16, and I should take it as a negative because it's clockwise. So 16, this is Newton meter, or negative 16 Newton meter, or I can write it as 16 Newton meter in the clockwise direction. And same thing gonna go for the B also, because there is no extra force acting on this one. So that will be 16 Newton meter in the clockwise direction. All right, now let's look into the next example. Determine the moment about point A. So if I'm looking for the moment about point A, I need to find out the various forces, first of all, which are acting on this one. So let's try and see what are the forces acting. So this is making a couple, I can clearly see. So this is a clockwise couple. So moment about point A, which is equal to 2 times 0.5, but this will be a negative because this is clockwise. And is there any other force acting? So let's draw the components of force at this particular point. So this will be 5 if I complete the triangle like this. So this component, this is 75 degrees, whoops, 75 degrees. So this will be 5 sine of 75. Vertical component in this case is 5 sine of 75, and this is 5 cos of 75. So you can always draw a triangle like this if you're ever confused. So like this, and now I can show the forces. So hopefully you were able to understand how I came to conclusion, how to take the sine and cosine. And so if I see this 5 sine of 75, the line of action is same as point A, so there is no perpendicular distance, so this is useless. So I'm only going to use this 5 cosine of 75, and this is trying to rotate it in the counterclockwise direction about point A. So this will be plus 5 cos of 75 degrees and multiply by 0.3 meters. 0.3 meters. So once you're going to solve these values, that's going to come out to be 0.61. 0.61 is the final answer for this question. All right, let me just quickly verify this value also. Whoops, cos, my calculator is not working very well because it's a solar and it's dark here. Whoopsie. So 70 cos 75. So I'll press 75 cos of that. Whoopsie. 1 second. 75. Yeah, and multiply by 5. 1.3. That's right. So this is the value you're gonna get. So I was just checking the value of this. All right. So hopefully you were able to understand how to solve this question. Now let's look into the next question. In this one, again, the forces are acting at an angle. So one force is acting in this direction, another force is acting in this direction, and this is the perpendicular distance, which is 4 feet in this case. So I cannot directly take these forces because the angle is not 90 degrees. So I have to find the component of this force. The component of this force, which I've mentioned here, if you can see, this is 9.8 I mentioned. How did I calculate that value? So if this is 10 pounds, 10 lb, so the vertical component and the horizontal component, again, right angle triangle. So this will be 10 sine of 80 degrees, and this is 10 cos of 80 degrees. This component of the force and this component, you cannot take this component, horizontal component. Why? Because there is no perpendicular distance. It is the force, the line of action of the force is same, so there is no perpendicular distance, or there must be some perpendicular distance if you wanted to give it a rotational effect. So this value is 9.8. So 9.8 times the other value is 9.8 times the perpendicular distance is 4, and this is causing it to rotate in the clockwise direction. So this will be a negative number, and the other number is, this is 8 pounds of force which is acting, and this will be minus, because this is rotating clockwise, so I'll take it as positive actually. So plus 8 times 6, 8 times 6, and this is moment about point A, MA, and the value gonna be 8.8.6 positive, and the unit will be pound per feet, pound per feet, and this is positive, so counterclockwise direction. So hopefully you were able to understand how to simplify these questions. So I'll request you to do some of the practice question by yourself, so that you can be more prepared with this chapter. I'll see you with another video. Till then, goodbye.